Welcome to Pen and Pad Podcast,
where we always encourage you to make the right choice,
to spend your time wisely,
and most importantly, take notes on life. It's your host, Ashen,
Yeah, what is going down? It's going down. It's going down like a anchor, right?
It's going down like Nelly.
Oh, I do remember that. You remember that, Joe?
Yeah.
Yo, what's good? We got another great episode of Pen and Pad Podcast.
Fabulous
this
episode.
one is extra special.
Super special.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Well,
it is.
but first and foremost, bro, how are you doing? You all right over there?
I'm
You're
doing-
looking good. You're looking smooth. Your skin is
Who,
good
me?
and everything.
I'm
Then
just trying
who?
to match your fly, man.
Oh no, man! I'm not flying, man. I ain't get on the 757 a day. You know what I'm saying?
I use your coconut oil.
Yeah,
I mix it with some shea butter, so
shea butter, baby.
I sold
No,
it.
but
I scattered.
listen, man, we have some special ladies in the house, some
Yes, we
beautiful ladies, driven
Yes.
and everything.
Oh.
Didn't Nelly
yeah.
say Uri? Uri?
Oh,
no,
it's-
no, that was Chingy. I don't know. Anyway, we got Save Sisters. They
Save
go
Sisters.
live and they trying to help y'all out there. They trying to give you gems from various topics, relationships, marriage, talking about God, Jesus, getting your life right. What else do you need? They got everything you need. You know what I'm saying? Within these three lovely, chocolate, beautiful ladies right here. You know, so we're introducing the Save Sisters. All right? You can introduce yourself if you like
Welcome.
Hello, my name is Candace Cahoe.
Oh.
How you doing out there? And I am 1/3 of the Save Sisters.
Oh, I like the
Nice.
swivel.
Welcome.
Hello, I'm Trishelle Phillips.
Oh.
Briggs.
Oh, and that's it. That's all you need.
The trio right there.
They're like a music group out this joint.
There they are.
Plus the producer. No, but we have a special topic today. And we want to get the perspective from, beautiful black women, the single life perspective. And we're going to entitle this episode, The Hunt. Okay, and the reason I say the hunt is when the man finds a wife, he finds a good thing.
A good thing.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have the ladies hunting for you. And during this time, it seems like the women are hunting the dudes. Right. The only time you see hunting is in the animal kingdom. The woman goes out, gets the food. Okay, but anything,
with the lion.
and that's only with the lions. Simba and them.
Simba, no.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to entitle this the hunt, just getting a single life perspective, bro. So before we get into that, bro, when you were in the single life, did you have any game? Like, how did you get women? Were you scared of women? What was going on?
back in the time.
Blackstreet.
Yo, did I have any game? Sheesh. Let's see. I ain't have no game. You know why I didn't have game?
You too
I
smooth.
didn't play games. I was all about back then. I was all about actually getting to know the person. Like, you know what I mean? So I didn't personally like to call it game. I just like to call it like.
Did you
Getting it
approach? Did you approach women when you were single?
That part, in
Did you
that
ever come to
context,
me, like, how
I
was
did.
that? Like,
If I was really digging her, you know what I'm saying? I was definitely attack. Attack mode.
like flash. And so, from your single life to now you being married, like, how did that happen? The hunt. Did you have the hunt to go get your wife, and how did that whole thing go down?
Yeah,
The pursuit.
yeah, exactly, the pursuit. What I enjoyed the most about that was, once again, like I said, if I seen something that I wanted to like, I would definitely put the time in, and pursuit.
Put the time in. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, go ahead. Get the swivel. Get the swivel going on.
I don't mean to show my age, but there was this I like to think of the world in two
That's Briggs
time
right there.
periods, right? Before DMs and after DMs. That's one period of history. So
I like
you
that.
say you didn't have no game
Uh-oh.
or played no games, but like what was the the process of order before DMs?
Great question.
Look at Briggs. Shout out to Briggs. You know what I'm saying?
We had the house phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how was that, Brody?
I used to disconnect all the other lines so no one heard
So
the conversation.
mommy wouldn't get on the end.
Exactly.
Mommy be drawing like, yo, pick
All you
up.
heard-
I gotta use the phone.
You hear breathing. I'm like, who breathing so hard? I'm like, hold up, somebody on the line?
You get them the phone telling you to get them the remote.
Oh my gosh, though. And it is so crazy. I like that before DMs and after DMs. Like,
like that.
That's hot.
Because
You
that's
know.
a lot of single men these days. That's their go-to.
And that,
Yeah.
DM.
hiding behind the machine. Shoot.
It's easier for them.
Yeah.
There you go.
I thought the swivel.
It's easier that way.
Oh, why you say that?
Rejection.
Oh, Lord. These are the same sisters we told y'all before we got into this joint that it was going to be real now.
Well, it's interesting. 'Cause
Swivel.
the only DM I've ever gotten was from a Caucasian man.
Oh,
No
gosh.
black man was ever bold enough
Oh,
to like
say that bold
They
enough
might
one more
be
time. Do it again.
intimidated.
enough
Oh, I got it.
to DM me. Maybe because of the way I am. Because if you DM me, I probably will just reject you off the street. Like, because everybody I follow who follows me, you won't go into the I don't know you box where I have to see, accept or reject your message. So if you know me, you shouldn't have to DM me. You can talk to me. Like,
Right.
Old school. You got old school spirit.
I got an old
Exact-
school
old soul,
spirit. Like, wrong generation. Send me back to 1920.
No, not 1920.
Maybe like 19.
I know. It's just about 1920 and all.
The civil rights. Right. Child, will you believe in freedom cannot rest?
Shit.
That's real.
Can I rest?
I mean,
yes,
shoot.
you can.
No.
I don't know. That was the DJ John. My fault. You know what I mean? But that was a good perspective from the ladies. And
Love it.
Pudge, you know, I got to answer mine too. I can't just ask and not answer. In the single life, I was very scared. I would say I was very, very timid, very intimidated. I would always wait for the woman to say something, which was a sucker. It was a sucker move. But
When bro told me that the first time, I was like, you lying, Kyle.
I don't have game. I have humor. You feel what I'm
that is
saying?
true.
I don't like.
Your
and I'm
name
just-
is
I'm just
Isaac.
myself, yeah.
But that's the best part of the game. Like, if you're funny, you could be the ugliest guy in the world, and you could get any girl.
I got ugly feet, but I ain't ugly. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing was, I was intimidated. I would say it had to deal with esteem too. It was my esteem.
That's real.
You know, believe it or not. You know, we authentic. I don't give a
Keep it funky here on Pen and Pad now.
or what's going on, but it was esteem growing up. I didn't believe in myself or my abilities and stuff like that, looks or nothing. It sounds crazy, but now the more time I put into myself, getting to know myself, my root, I started to build up a little bit. But as far as the game, no game, just humor and the hunt. When I finally decided to hunt, you know what I'm saying? I made up my mind actually. You know, just tired of being in a single life, you know. So I did pray, like, Lord, dang, I'm done, dog. I can't keep
Tapped out.
I can't keep dancing around, you know, with different women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done. I do want a wife. I want to settle down. I want a fan. I actually pray, and you know, I'm a writer. I write in my book. I wrote
Yes, he
in
is,
journal.
y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And that happened in January, and I met Ash in July, and I even when they say, yo, she like you, I'm like, oh, Lord, I was about to fall to my knees. I'm like, damn, I got to talk. But it was just something about it, man. You know what I mean? You know, the OG was like, just go for it. You know what I mean? I went, I had to pump myself up. Remember? I was like, I bet you I'll go talk to her, bro. I bet you I'll go talk to her. I was like, yeah, you can do it. And then, just went to knock on the window. I had to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Without that knock, me getting out the car and hunting and going to get that, just being bold, I wouldn't be in the position I am today.
And they got it on video, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, look, Candace is a nerd. You know what I'm saying?
he really knocked on that window. I thought he was gonna break it.
You know,
Bro,
my
his big hands.
panda hands. You know what I'm saying? No, that's love. But we wanted to get that. But we just wanted to tell you our single life perspective. That now we're married, but we want to really get the perspective of women who are about their business. So if you come, you better come correct.
Hey.
Like a green check mark.
Yes.
Check. But anywho, I gotta ask y'all a question, right? We're gonna start off just like this.
Those stories were very cute and inspiring. I love it.
Somebody kick her out. You know what I mean? Whoever's in charge, kick her out. No. But we want to start. We want to ask you this. And this is just from our perspective, bro. We talked about it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like everyone has a perfect image of the male or the female that they actually want to be with.
Mm.
So we just want to start with that. You ain't got to go into, just describe that perfect man that resides in your head, in your mental space.
Oh, if I could build a man.
I was about to say build.
Go and build a man.
Pen and pad, build a man.
Who wanna go first?
Swiveling first.
Who swivels first?
Let's start with
Build a man.
Right in the middle.
This is the Build a Man workshop by Save Sisters. You know what I'm saying? We start with
You
Briggy.
swivel the microphone over this
She
way.
swiveled. Now you caught it. Now you caught it.
Talk about me. Always go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
I mean,
Go ahead, build
I'm
them,
gonna
Briggs.
tell
the
you
man.
why we called to shell out first.
Oh.
But
Build your man, Briggs. Build your man.
I think definitely. Okay, so I'm 5 feet and I'm stretching, saying I'm 5 feet, so really 4'11". So definitely, like, the only real physical description I have is definitely taller than me. Because if you eye and eye with me, like, come on, we doing too much right now. But I really don't have a type physically aside from taller than me. But when it comes to, like, emotionally, like, you have to be able to manage your anger, because we all experience anger. But I've dealt with people who couldn't control their anger. Communicative, like, I suffer with anxiety, so, like, something is always on my mind, and if you don't communicate, then I'm constantly wondering about it. And there's nothing worse than pulling teeth for somebody when they don't want to communicate, but everything else communicates for them. So definitely communicative, loyal, trustworthy, God-fearing, on your own walk with Christ and not dependent on anybody else's, not your parents, not your spouse, nothing like that.
They hit y'all hard.
Jeez, I hope y'all taking notes out there. Jeez.
I think also family oriented. I know we all come from different families, but it's like I've come to a point where it's like, if I can learn to accept the family that God gave me and love them, then I think that that's possible for a lot of people. And so that also shows that you're forgiving, and that's another thing, you have to be forgiving. Because when it comes to relationships, like, we all gonna make some mistakes, but you gotta be able to let that stuff go and not harbor it in. So forgiving, taller than me, loyal, family oriented, communicative,
Damn, she just built her man.
God fearing.
Your DM's about to be lit.
No, they about to be lit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that joint was serious. They out there sweating because the mics is sweating off that fire. You know what I'm saying? High five them, Briggs. High five them.
Great points.
That was so. Who's next? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Tash?
Right down the line, huh?
All right, so I don't really have a type physically. It's like I like. But he has to be taller than me. He has to be athletic build, athletic mindset.
There you see her prayer hands, right? Like, that's saying a lot.
That's at the top of the list, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, he has to.
So
be
you must be a
man.
baller. You must be athletic yourself.
I am.
Oh, what you want? Check rock pod? You're just a person.
She said, I am.
I don't want no guy that's so, like, timid and stuff. I don't want to stand next to you and feel like I'm trying to So I need a man's man.
That's classy.
A man's
gonna
man, so,
dunk on
like,
y'all.
don't come to my house and ask, should you take out the trash if you see it's full.
Yes.
Someone
This
who
shit too.
communicates well. A guy after God's own heart, someone who's able
David.
to lead. Yeah. So that's all, and a good personality.
Oh, good stuff. Yes. This lady.
Oh, that her own sister.
Her own sister, y'all.
So you guys, what's a good personality for you? because some stuff,
That's
like
true.
some people like
Oh, yeah.
quirky
So
many different personalities,
and
You're
some
right.
people are too awkward for that. Some people like people who are really funny. Some people think that's too joke. So like, what's a good personality?
Great question. Great question.
Someone that can make me laugh and laugh at my jokes, that can take
Sense of humor.
my sarcasm. That can take a joke.
I like how she said sarcasm.
Not too quirky. I don't really care for a nerd. But you can be smart. I want you to be intelligent. All right, that's all, folks.
Yo,
Great
we
points,
got
great
Briggs
points.
and Tashi.
Man.
And here comes Millie Rock. Oh, Lord Jesus.
She must have the longest.
Yes, she did. She
got
was
the longest
waiting.
list.
Hands rubbing all on the knees and everything.
Stretch.
All right.
Stretching, yo.
So with my list, I have a type when it comes to, and this
Yeah.
is just in general. This is a want, Lord. I want a black man. I know they said that they don't. I
she's specific.
need.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I need a black man.
That's
you
nothing
know what
wrong
I'm
with that.
saying? Like, I don't care if you light skin, dark skin. Like, as long as you are black. Proud to be black. Oh, same, because y'all didn't say it.
I'm sorry. When I
Vanilla
said
ice cream, so
Briggs, and she did the head shake out this thing.
Handshake.
You know what?
I don't eat chocolate ice cream, but I take a chocolate man.
The bear.
It's getting real in her.
I want them to be very strong-willed, goal-oriented.
Good one.
I want them to have confidence because being with somebody like me,
Oh, boy.
I am a lot. And I give people a lot. So if you can't accept how I am with other people, then you shouldn't be with me because your esteem will be crushed. You know what I mean? No matter how much I try to reassure you, it will be crushed. I want somebody who loves family because y'all know that's all I do.
She does love family.
Family
She
time.
does
I
love
want somebody who wants to like be near my family. I'm not sure if I could move away. I want someone who loves God. Did I say that? I want someone who's involved in church. Did I say that? I want somebody who is, I don't know, just good for me. Perfect for me. Because I think we could all go down the list about things we really, really want. But I need somebody who's perfect for me. Like who can take me. Because some days I want to be smothered. And then other days I need my
Smothered?
space. Yes, like
I don't want you to get smothered.
like spinach smothered in love.
Oh,
in
yeah,
love,
yeah.
in love.
Not like pillow while you sleep.
Yeah, not during this time. She talking about smothered and all that.
Yeah,
Golly.
just like the way I am, you know I'm touchy. I love.
Can you
I
stop
love
touching me?
hug. I'm sorry. Like holding
like,
hands. But then there's other times where I will just go to my room and please don't talk to me. Like I'm that girl. So I need somebody who can be.
I have a feeling this is framed somewhere in the room, in the crib, somewhere.
Somebody got to make a list.
That was
Dang,
dope.
so that was
Dope.
super dope, man. Coming from their perspective and stuff like that. The build a man, we all have that. You know what I mean? We know what ours was, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But okay, now that you built your man, right? I want to ask this question because y'all are strong, beautiful black women,
Sure.
right? And you know what you want, and you know yourself. So it's gonna be hard for the little pipsqueaks to come on through, and you know what I'm saying.
Y'all filtered a whole lot of nonsense. with that.
But now that you have that, you know yourself and all that, you know your worth. Would you consider yourself approachable? Are you approachable? Answer that question. Are you approachable?
I'm approachable.
Quick.
Are you approachable? You know, just
He
having
said
that.
she's
and
approachable
are you
and
approachable
swiveled.
to be hunted?
That's
And speaking to the swivel now. Are you approachable after all
because
that?
in my mind, I think I'm approachable. But the fact that nobody approaches me, it makes me second.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think they don't approach you?
I think it's because like you said, I know exactly who I am. So I think like even guys have come up to me even saying like, you're going to get a good husband. Like they didn't
Dudes
put
come
them,
to
they
you.
weren't bold enough to tell me like, hey, I like you. But they would tell me after they like me, like, yo, I liked you, but you're really like, I don't know, like you see what I'm saying? Like, but in my mind,
I wasn't ready.
You know what I'm saying? In my mind, it's an excuse. Like, why didn't you come after me? But then I have to look at it.
Do you
like,
think you're intimidating?
Yes. Yes, but I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I do think
That's
I'm
real, though.
intimidating, but I don't try to be. I don't
being
even know.
you, yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why I'm intimidating to people. Because in my mind, I hug people, I love people. That's my personality. So why would you be intimidated?
So it's step outside yourself, right? Step outside yourself. Look at you sitting on the step or talking to somebody.
Okay.
Sorry.
Like that. Look. and are you? Would you see if you're from the guy's perspective, like even if he was worthy, would you consider your vibe or your aura intimidating or approachable? And my other thing is, my other part to that is,
Great question.
do you think it's too much to the point where you can kind of scare them away? Could you give some type of leeway to openness, receiving? What do you think? What do you think? Step outside yourself.
All right, so, but I can actually use an example. You feel me?
I feels.
I think once I gave people leeway,
Oh.
they were suckers. No shade. Like, if you see this video, because I know y'all watch.
Tune in
Suckers.
and subscribe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because once I started to become relaxed, once I started, like, maybe I am just why aren't people approaching me? Or why, like, once you do those things and you start to self-evaluate thinking that maybe you can be the problem, that's when I had more problems come into my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, with me, I don't know the balance, because once I did become relaxed on my standards, and then, like, for example, like the guy, once he approached me, he was like, hey, I mean, I knew you weren't my type. You look crazy from the beginning. but I was like, oh, I'm attracted to your eyes. We could work. But then my standards became relaxed because I went, like, I have discernment, and I led myself, like, painted the red flags pink. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that bad. Oh, this isn't that bad. Leeway, too much leeway. So,
I have a good one for you.
yeah, I'm done.
Uh-oh.
Swivel.
Go ahead. The market, where we go to get crabs.
Uh-oh.
The guy that give us crabs. Well, we purchased them from him. He works there. And the first 2 days, 2 to 3 days, Candace was so bubbly. She was nice. She communicated with him, and he looked forward to it, and he enjoyed her. I think he liked her. Fourth day, Candace don't go near them.
Candace is a whole nother beast.
Candace gotta go get the cereal. It's back there. She'll walk all the way around, or she'll ask me or Briggs to go and get it. I'm just like, this guy is feeling you. He's liking you. You were bubbly. He was like, hey. And he thought he had a girl. And then next thing you know, Candace disappeared. She at the store. She don't even go say hi no more. And I'm just like,
Guilty.
It got so bad she don't even want crabs no more.
and not even that. The crab probably cost $100. We only charge her $20.
Oh, you got the
We need to go back to that thing. You know what I mean?
She said,
Well,
"Get your discount."
Time for.
So you were approachable.
Excuse me. Are you trying to cross-examine me?
It's getting real with the sisters now. They're sisters. They
Let
can,
me.
you know.
So this is what I can feel vibes, right?
First of all, let me
Swivel.
because let me preface this by saying Candace had no problem and didn't even notice that the guy liked her until we brought it up. Then she started thinking about it. What she does, she overthinks everything. She like, really? You think he think that? Like, and then she started looking at him sideways, like, oh, I see his eyes. Like, he got crazy eyes.
And he was nice and chocolate.
got
like,
crazy
she
eyes.
But I will say,
Chocolate City.
his teeth. I think that for Candace is like
What?
the teeth.
What happened?
Candace can't settle on teeth. If you
Oh
don't
my.
have nice teeth, it's
He could have got braces though.
well, he was
What they call
missing
the
teeth, too.
Oh
Invisalign?
no.
I didn't know
It's easy to
that.
fix that
was
now.
bad.
Oh
It
no,
was
he was
bad.
missing a tooth.
Oh, he
bad.
had the right to like you.
Oh, swivel it, Tash. And one more question. And say that again, Tash. Say that again.
So he didn't have the right to like you.
Oh my God, swivel that thing, swivel that thing.
Well, I think think anybody has the right to like you, just like that young man at Cheney. Do y'all remember that day? Erica told me about this day, and she laughs. Shout out to Audible. And Erica said, you don't remember that guy that came up to you that night and said, why would you not date me? And she said, I laughed in his face. And I was like, oh, you were serious? I mean, I wasn't being mean. And he was like, no, for real, tell me. And I said, well, you have tattoos on your face. I could never bring you home. And I laughed. But yes, like your teeth, it's a very big no-no for me. A no for me, dog.
Oh,
Let's get serious.
Briggs, are you approachable?
She about to break it down.
What you think, Briggy Briggs? Yeah.
I definitely think that I am approachable. But see, the thing with me is like I grew up with 5 brothers, so like I have a lot of male presence around me all the time, and so like I grew up with my brothers, my male cousins. I didn't get a sister until I was 17, so by that point I was on my way to college. So I really knew how to kick it with dudes. So it's like then I have my brother's friends, and then when I have like a couple of male best friends, and so like I'm approachable. But the thing is that like I am a very good friend. I am a difficult romantic partner. So when it comes to that, like I start like with my friends, it's like they could like stab an old lady in the leg, and I'd be like, you're still a good person, like like I'm very forgiving.
Please don't stab no old
I
lady.
don't do that. I don't do that. But it's like they go crazy, like they go beyond lengths, and I still see them as like very beautiful people, and I think that is just they make mistakes and that. But when it comes to romantic relationships, my standards are way higher than my friendships. So what happens is a lot of guys will come into my life, and I won't say that I friend zone them, but I know that like you're not at that par yet. So it's like like I'm approachable, but you end up my bro.
Throwing right into the zone.
Right into the zone.
Sheesh. What's up, Tash? Are you approachable? Speak it, Tash.
I'm approachable, but I do friend zone a lot of people. I know within a few days whether I like you or not. So yeah, I'm approachable.
I don't really know if I like you in a few days. I'll be like, I like you, I don't like you.
See,
Do
but
you-
you know my problem also
A
is,
swivel.
see, sometimes I'll be friends with somebody, and then I'd be like, then I start looking, I'd be like, I might could. Do a little
Over time
something.
when you get to know
But
them?
then the problem with that is then it don't work, and then we're not friends no more, and
That
it's
part.
awkward. So it's
those
like
thin lines.
that's happened like 2 or 3 times. So
I don't like, and I'd rather not risk a good friendship.
So what y'all pretty much said is y'all just gonna throw me under the bus, but y'all not stable in these relationships either.
But you know what I think? I think when it comes to Candace, I feel like God is protecting her. And I definitely feel like she is a lot, and she doesn't understand why she's intimidating, but she's loud. She is very
she been
personable.
like that since
Like
she
it's
little.
very easy to become jealous if you're dating her, because she don't even know that she's doing a lot, because it's not a lot to her, it's just her
Right.
personality.
Just her.
And she is very stubborn, but like when she makes up her mind about something, it's no one way or the other about it. And so like as her friend, like I can see like, oh, that's just how she is. But I definitely feel like whoever God has designed specifically for her, that's why everything else doesn't work, because it's like you're gonna have to settle, you're gonna have to change who you are, you're gonna have to stop talking so much. Like a lot of men, whether or not they look at it in traditional terms, they want a woman to submit. They want to be the heaviest presence in the household. They want, a lot of guys want that. And because Candace is such a larger than life personality, it's very easy, even if you're not insecure, to become insecure. And so she don't need that. So it's like if you are that, which 95% of a lot of these young men are, then she just has to wait for her 5%,
All the
which
way
will probably
from
come
the
when she's 60,
Bronx.
but nevertheless.
Shit, I
Wait
like
for the
that.
5%er?
Pudge, did you like that?
Shit, I'm about to play the drums right
I know,
now.
go ahead, Pudge. They a little beat, you know what I'm saying?
that was
I
dope.
love that, man. That's
Great
sweet.
breakdown.
Sheesh, I love that. You all hear that, guys out there? Get your pen and your pad out and write. You know what I'm saying?
Take them
Just
notes.
take them notes, man.
Right.
Improve yourself.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
you because you got to be on the hunt and chill out. You know what I'm saying? But now let me ask you this question. What causes the defense mechanisms? Because and I'm just playing
Great
devil,
question,
bro. I'm playing devil. Look at Briggs, mother. Hit me with a bat. Then smack.
I gotta start swiveling with Briggs.
I know.
Put it right.
You know what I'm saying? No, but you do see that, and bro, you know we pay attention. It's always the stigma of the black women. They just always angry. We can't approach them. Right. You know what I mean? It's not too much you can get out of them. That's how I'm gonna go to other races and all that. You hear that stigma? We just playing devil's advocate, just repeating what we heard just to get your perspective.
Right.
Do you think y'all are the defensive, and what's that all about? Like black women can't be approached or dated or married. What is that whole storyline about? Who wants to go? Oh, sugar smacks. The mic about to be on fire. Candace is swinging her legs. They ain't even touching the ground on this thing. Go ahead. What is that about? What is that storyline? Is it true, false? What's going on?
I think I
Speak
just
up
got
to
a
the
little-
swivel.
I'm sorry. I think I just got a little upset because I hate.
The Briggs
I
like,
absolutely hate when black men say that. Like the black women they're too difficult or they're too loud or too like we're just too much. We don't submit. Exactly.
Oh, shoot,
and
they
there
got
is a difference between submission and subservience. Submission, I can help. I am trusting you enough.
shouldn't have asked
but
that question.
I am not subservient. I am not your servant. I am not here to wait on you hand and foot like that, sir. Okay? When you can submit, I'm submitting to someone who is a leader, somebody who will treat me as an equal. But if I'm subservient, you believe I'm under you.
correct. It's a lot of heat.
So yeah, because that topic alone upsets me. So I'ma just leave it there.
Yeah, swivel the
We
heat.
keep it real though.
Oh, shoot, there go Briggs.
Because I see both sides of the coin.
All right, listen.
I definitely feel like there's some truth to it. There's a lot of truth to it. But I feel like a lot of black men lack compassion. And so, you know, when we look at the circumstance of black men in America, like, you know, if black women want to be upset and say, why don't black men do this and why don't black men do that and why can't they? And then you look at the system that they're under and you're saying, oh, it makes sense. Do I want to accept it? No. But I want to be compassionate and understanding, and I want to help you to understand your disposition so maybe you can grow. And I think that's the same thing with black women. Like, a lot of black women are angry. And a lot of black men are looking through a white lens at black women. They want black women to be soft, and traditionally we have not had the room to be soft. Right. So it's like, you know, I definitely feel like a lot of black women are exactly what y'all think we are. But can you be compassionate a little bit, because it's hard out here.
Swivel the heat, cuz.
They don't always choose.
Get him, Tashi.
They don't always choose us.
Say
Say it one more time. Step up to the swivel. Look, Tash said don't touch her. She is mad. Mad as hell. Don't touch her.
We always choose black men at the end of the day, but they don't always choose us.
Okay. All right. And that's it. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Like, we have compassion for black men. They lack the compassion for us. So, like, even though, yes, you can complain about the black woman, but then you don't say anything to your little white girlfriend who's doing the same exact thing. You don't say anything to a Kardashian. Or a Latino. It's cute with them. Yeah. Like, and I'm confused. Like, it confuses me because the world gobbles up the culture of black people, right?
Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Turkey day.
But at the same time, the Kardashians stole our nails, all the rings that we use. They took it, made it a whole different trend, gave it different names, but yet for them it's cute.
And then they marry.
For them it's cute.
They have an excuse.
They marry a black man. No shade.
Right.
No shade.
Sugar.
And you know what? I love the fact that they want to be down and things like that. But for example, yesterday, Michael B. Jordan was there. J. Cole was there. It was people who were celebrities. Jamie Foxx was a part. T.I. was a part. It's people that were out there that were still a part. Like they weren't just, you know what I mean? Even what's I kind of like her sometimes. John Legend's wife. She donated money. You see what I'm? $100,000.
That's dope.
$100,000 to the Bell Fund.
protest,
So
John.
she's one of those people. I'm like, okay, you may be another race, but at least you're still trying to support. Everybody else just put out oh, I'm sorry. But when it comes to anybody else's injustice, black people are always there. We come running. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then when we're not there, everybody's like, oh, we need more supporters, Joe. Stop. So when it comes to black men, to bring it all together, when it comes to black men, they need to give a little bit more leeway to understand that you are also hard to work with. Like, black men, you are hard to work with. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm tired of the excuse that your father wasn't there. I'm sorry that I'm tired of the excuses that you don't have the support of the family. I'm sorry to say like, oh, okay, you were a part of the system. Like, black man, you have a lot of excuses too. But the reason that black women are so hard is because we had the support while you were in prison. We had the support while your father wasn't around or while your father passed away. You see what I'm saying? Like, we had to hold it down. So when black men like, oh, the black woman is too, you're talking about your mother. So how about instead of saying black women, all black women, say it to your mother's face. Don't say it. Don't say it to black women. Black women are too difficult because that black woman raised you, and because of that black woman, you are the way you are. So like, black men, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
And I'm glad Briggs brought up the compassion, because what I feel like, you know, from our perspective as men, I feel like the black man does give up on the black woman before y'all, and that has to do with
sometimes
too easily, way too easily. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that you guys are women, that nurturing spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that plays a fact, but yeah, we do.
And statistics show that the people who are most loyal to the race when it comes to dating are the white man and the black woman. But at the lowest of the totem pole is the black man and the white woman.
Sheesh.
So
I gotta see them stats. You know what I mean? Sheesh, they done blazed the mic. I don't even, bro.
The fire is burning right now.
Bro, you got the remote to rewind so I could take that question back. You know what I'm saying? They about to burn down all our hardware and all that. No, that's what's up. You know what I mean? We have to ask those questions and stuff like that, just so people get a clear understanding of what's going on. Now, let me ask you this now. Okay. Now, in the beginning, we did the Builder Man. Okay, so your Builder Man is 10 out of 10. It's always gonna be 100%. He's in your head. He's walking around. That's your fantasy. He got your lemonade and freaking cinnamon raisin bagels with cream cheese. First thing in the morning, floating to you like, oh, thanks, Builder Man. You know what I'm saying? But in all reality, it's not like that. Even when you pray, it's not gonna be like that. The Lord does know what you want. You know, it's no perfect people. You're never going to get a perfect person. You're never going to get a perfect man or a woman. You're only going to get good people with flaws and that you have to build with. So if I were to give you a man a 6 out of 10, but he was the one for you, would you stay or would you run?
it depends on what the 6 out of 10 are.
Yeah, it depends, because I could say
6 out of your 10
guy
wishes.
that I talk to now, he's not a 10 for 10.
Okay.
And I still talk to him. I still date him. So it depends.
So you're willing to build?
It depends on what it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So having the same faith, being a man after God's own heart.
All right. So
I'm not selling.
I'm taking that right there. I'm gonna take that right there.
I can. He's a little nerd.
It's cool
A
to
little
me.
bit. But yeah, it depends on what it is.
So let me hit you with this devil's advocate question, right? Devil's advocate. I had to throw my name up there. Okay, you know, the saved sisters, you want the faith and man of God. If you were to get everything on your list, except him not knowing Jesus or God.
Nope. I'm sorry.
Remember, I tried it. It didn't work.
I can't do that.
Can't
no.
do it?
Yeah, not
It
even
didn't work.
It's gonna be too. Nah, it's
It doesn't work.
it ain't gonna work.
You know why I can't do it? Like, honestly, it's a lot of other things that I probably could do without. But it's like everything in my life leads back to God.
Yeah.
And it's certain things specifically about being Christian that, like, I might be flawed as all ever, but, like, I'm really trying. And it's certain things that if you don't understand it, I don't have time. I don't have the rest of my life to argue with you about it.
Right.
I really don't. Like, if we're tight for finances and I'm telling you that I'm taking 10% of what we don't have and giving that, and you want to argue with me about it, like, we already financially struggling.
That's a
Why would I want
I
to argue
shouldn't
with
have
you
asked
about
this
that?
question
That's a
either.
good-
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if I'm telling you that I'm fasting and you like, but it's just a piece of fish. Like,
Right.
I can't. You know what I mean? Like,
Ooh, I didn't
I-
even think of that.
I need somebody.
You
to
know,
pray
so
with and for me.
yeah.
But you know what? That raises a good point. They can't just be saved.
They have to
They
have
have
a
to
walk.
have their own
Yep.
relationship.
Yeah.
Because even now, you'll still hear some Christians say, "Fasting, I'm not talking."
Yeah,
Right.
10%.
Yeah,
10%. I mean, I'm gonna give them $1. Right.
I might got 5.
You might. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
that's a no.
That was
So no.
You know, somebody, to go back to the original question, somebody a couple years ago said that they believe that love and life partnership is just about commitment. And they said you can make it work with whoever you want it to work with. I don't 100% agree with that, but I do think that for me personally, I do feel like there are some things that, like, I don't know what they, you know, like, if there's like more than one thing, then there are like a million combinations of what might work together. So it's like you could take this out and then put those things together, but then it might not work. So then, okay, let me take this thing out. You know, so when it comes to that combination of what you want, there might be some things that you can live without. You just don't know it until you try it.
But
Oh.
here's the thing. Anything can work. But if I gotta
At
be
least the
miserable
force, yeah.
to do it, I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to just to be in it, just to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to wake up and be like, oh, I'm married to you again. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not marriage.
Not even that.
No,
When you go to have
never.
kids, it's a bunch of chaos. So.
Yeah, no.
And then you starting up new bad generational curses and
They going deep. Everybody got their shovel. Jeez Louise. What is going on? Sheesh. I like that though. I like that. Now, can somebody please describe settling? Why do people settle? What is
Why do
that?
they settle?
Do they get look? She did a swivel. Look, yeah. Why do people settle?
Why do-
Or would you settle?
I think people settle because they lose faith.
Yep.
Or they get impatient. And you know, it's crazy. I always say, like, with my girlfriends, I always tell them that I was very hard on the women in my family before I became a woman. Because everything seemed so simple in my mind as a girl.
like
It's like that was
I like
an easy
that.
choice and you made the wrong decision. And then I became a woman and I was like, oh my God, I can completely see how you could end up with the wrong man for 40 years. I could completely see how you could make that mistake as a parent. Like, it didn't become clear to me until I was in their footsteps and it was like this decision or that. And the one that I thought was so easy wasn't easy at all.
Yep.
And so I definitely think that, you know, time happens and you get weary, you start looking around, you start looking inside yourself, and you get depressed and sad because you're not what or where you thought you would be. And, you know, settling is way beyond relationships, you know, even in your friendships. Like, people settle in friendships.
Even with jobs.
Yeah, jobs.
Yeah, that's facts though.
Yeah, like, people settle in a lot of things because they don't have the willpower to keep waiting.
Oh, and I like, can we keep that, the waiting part, because you sparked something in me. So, and especially nowadays when we talk about the hunt on social media, we're so used to when a man is really ready, he'll get down on that one knee and present the ring. But a lot of videos I've been seeing is a lot of women been proposing and getting down on. So now that we're talking about
I'm
settling,
sorry to this woman.
what's going on?
I
got
hope I
bad
don't
knees.
sound ridiculous.
Go ahead. What do y'all think about the women getting down on the knee proposing to a
pocket.
man?
Like loose change.
What y'all think about that?
can
Women
put you
getting
up
down on
first.
one knee. Is that a settle? What's going on with that? What's
Would
the
you
mind
get
frame?
on one knee?
That if you have to do that, he is not going to lead you. Like he will not lead you in the relationship. You then have made the choice that you are the head of the relationship.
Shit.
He is not the pilot, you're the pilot, he's the co-pilot. And when you look at the map, when it comes to God, the man, you know what I mean, the wife, the kids, child, you done messed that whole thing up. And at the end of the day, honey, if you are wearing a dress, shorts, I'm not getting my knees dirty for no man.
That's so
I'm
crazy.
I'm not.
What you think,
I'm not
Tashi?
raggedy.
No, I think it's out of pocket.
Yeah.
No.
Out of pocket.
Yeah, just
like
don't
that.
do it. If you feel like you have to propose to a guy, you're rushing him. You're asking him for something that he's not ready
That
to
was
give.
important.
And you shouldn't give. So it's time for
Rushing.
you to just cut your losses and start over. 'Cause
Shit.
you ain't getting nowhere anyway in that relationship.
Shit. Pass the swivvy.
First of all, it's just embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Right, he's gonna be
You
embarrassed
look
as well.
stupid,
Yeah.
and
The
he
man-
looks stupid.
Yep.
But
And don't let
my
him
butt
take his
is
hand
not
out.
to make any excuses.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like,
No. You know what's crazy is like, I think that also is a result of lack of communication, because you should at some point be having a conversation with the person that you're in a relationship with, saying, talking about like, are we ready for marriage, da, da, da. And you know, like, you might not know the exact day it's going to happen, but you get some sort of hint that it's coming, or you get some sort of hint that it's
never
not
coming.
you know? And if that's what you're getting, like, first of all, if you're getting that he's ready, he can't afford the ring yet, or you know, he wants to surprise you, then if you go before him, why are you being impatient? But then if you don't have that hint and you do it, why are you doing something that man isn't ready for? Like, I think that it just comes down to a lack of being aligned. Like, forget all of the tradition of it all and the optics of how it looks for a woman to be on her knees. Like, all of that is ridiculous. But all that aside, it's a steady downfall. Like, if you can't just wait for the man to get the ring and surprise you, you need to.
You need that man going to have diamonds? Like, is he going to be like, ugh?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't imagine a dude like, that's out of pocket. Like,
I never thought
I know,
about
he
that.
right.
You know what I always
All
thought?
the single
I always
men-
thought that they
all the
proposed
single
their
men.
own ring. I never paid attention to the fact that the woman is proposing the ring to the man. Like, in my mind, somehow in my mind, she's proposing to you, but she's giving herself a ring.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
I can't even fathom a man going like this. I
Y'all
cannot.
remember?
Y'all see my
Did he get a manicure?
What Chrissy did.
Propose.
That's
And
what
then-
Chrissy did to Jim.
And then Jim Jones went back
But
and
guess
proposed
what?
to her.
She's
What?
been waiting for
Swibbies.
him. Yeah, she been waiting for him for so long
Oh, I
to
do remember
propose to
that.
her.
Oh, yeah.
So now they're back together. And he's like, I want to be married, and she was like, No, I don't want to be married. It doesn't matter. It don't define our relationship. X, Y, and Z. So,
But you did that.
wow. Yeah.
You did that.
Now he's
Like-
ready 10 years later. She's
Yeah,
like,
and I'm not.
Thanks,
I'm not,
Briggs. DJ Briggs with the swivel.
Like, I'm not judging her or anything because I kind of understand. Like, they've been in the trenches together. Like, they've been together so long.
No, but they separated
So,
for about 5 years.
I
She
get
should've
it.
left him.
no, but I'm not
They ain't playing
judging,
around
just
over
like,
this, y'all.
You know, like, whatever. But when it comes to her, it's like now she's been let down. She's at the I'm let down, but I still love you and I want to be with you. But now he's like, I want to get married. He's making a decision, like, consciously. I want you to be my wife. But now she's like, well, what if it doesn't work
You should have
again?
caught me while I can.
What if it? Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
But-
now she's talking down on marriage.
Look.
First of all, she's the bid because they said that he's gonna propose to her before COVID is over, and she had the nerve to repost it. Like, why y'all do this to me? No, that's not even funny. Like, that's not even cute. Like, it is embarrassing.
Listen.
And he need to go eat his food
Aren't
and
they
sit
like
down.
I'm not
50?
Nah, but you know what? The longer you've been with somebody, I don't know.
Oh, and that's what I was about to say. She,
But
you
that
know.
that hurt
Feels
that
stuck.
is done in you. Like, sometimes you break things that you cannot repair inside of a person, and And I think it's like, first of all, it just broke her in general, and then it was public, so it was even more hurtful. And now it's just like, I saw this quote somewhere, some way, somehow, that was like, a lot of the times a woman is so deeply in love with a man, and by the time that he loves her the same way she loves him, she's falling out of love. And it's like, I still have love for you, but I don't love you as deeply as I once did, because you just kept breaking me. And it's like, even if I can manage to put something back together now, it's not what it was before.
And that's another thing. A lot of, back to the black man thing. A lot of black men break these black women.
Yes.
And then they say, oh, black women are too difficult. After you done broke her so many times, so now she has a defense up. Because let's think about it. When it comes down to it, you could get any black woman to support you. I see even in school, even the school I work at, middle school, the black girls support the black men. Like the young boys, they be like, oh, you need a pencil again here. Oh, you need paper here. Just in simple things. But when it comes to the black girl asking for something in class, they never have anything for her. And she knows that they're never going to have anything, right? But yet, when it comes for their need, they'll still give it. And I think that's what it comes down to with black women.
Queen nurture.
Even though
Queen
we
nurture.
know that you're going to hurt us again, we'll still give it to you. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Black men don't do that.
You know, I had a nightmare like 2 days ago.
Oh,
And this is a
tell
really
us about the
crazy
nightmare.
because y'all probably be like, that's not a nightmare. Like, stop playing. But it really scared me because so my sisters know there's this young man that I've been dealing with for a long time, and we're not on good terms right now. She like, okay, because she wants me to continue not being. But no, and so we haven't spoken since February 28th. And
sugar snacks.
and you know, I hope to keep it that way. And I had a dream because we both were in grad school at the same time, but I finished before him because I've always been more hardworking than him. No shade, no tea. And I had a nightmare that like he kept calling me, and I was like, what does he want? Like, why does he keep calling me? And then I finally answered, and he was telling me that he had something for his program that he needed to do, and he needed my help, and da. And it was a nightmare to me because I actually helped this man, and I can't. Even in my dreams, I can't be a mean person. I can't treat him how he's treated me, even in my dreams.
But that's what I'm saying. Black women, we forgive. We give space for error, but it's kind of to our demise in a sense. Because the black man, what did Malcolm X say? The black woman is the most disrespected. Yeah. But the white man takes up for the white woman. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, Spanish, even though Spanish, they're black, but you get what I'm saying. Like, everybody else takes up for their women, but we're the only ones who have to fight for our men's attention. So I think that's a mess.
Jeez, Louise.
We over here dropping bombs.
More bars than a construction site. You know what I'm saying? No. See, that's super dope. And you know, our last question, you know, to wrap it all up with the hunt. Does the hunt even exist anymore? And why doesn't it exist? Where did it go?
It went to social media.
Oh, good to Tash. Speaking to the swivel, Tash.
Technology.
So you think technology really changed everything overall? Just human interaction, period? Or just with that? Both. Oh, shit. So you telling me they can be anybody they want behind their phone? Every day is Halloween?
That's what quarantine is teaching you. If you actually FaceTime with some of these people you've been FaceTime
Now they like,
with.
you know what I'm saying? You like, ew. You know what I'm saying?
Some people are dating now and on dating apps since quarantine.
Wow. I can see that too.
Oh, I can't miss me.
Yeah. What you think, Ken? Where's the hunt? What happened to it?
But first it was social media, now it's the apps, like you said, like the dating apps I think it's just easier for people. People like easy. Everything, everything is convenient, it's quick, fast, in a hurry, which is probably why I'm still single, because I expect the old traditional way. Like, even I tried the dating app and I was like, it was this one person I actually vibed with. And then I deleted the app the next day. That's because off the strength I couldn't.
It was a white guy, right?
Yes, I couldn't deal with it. Like, you would have to expose me.
We can be in a room with a bunch of singles and nobody,
Talk to each other.
Because everybody's on their phone, right?
Yes, like it's so funny. Literally, you can be in the same room by somebody, but they're scrolling.
That's so crazy.
And like swipe right.
Guys
swipe
will
left,
stare at
swipe
you,
left.
just stare at you and just let you walk away.
God.
And then DM you later, find you in.
Yes, and that is so crazy.
Try to airdrop you and all that.
Yes.
Remember when I was sipping that Coke in the corner?
You look so beautiful. For your phone number. What's your social media?
It's crazy.
No, that's no. A lot of people
They
do
wanna
that
go
now.
and see
They
your
won't like
pictures.
even
They
if they bold enough like to be like, oh, like I'm feeling you. They'll be like, you got an Instagram?
Yeah.
Like, bro, like what about my number?
No, but like I really
The
think
world
that
is
could
changing.
low-key be a cop out, because if I just want to see who you are and stuff, I could follow you on social media. If I
That's
like
accountability.
You, I could
thank
follow
you.
Right, but if I ask for your number, I can get rejected. So like,
people scared of
people
rejection.
are already afraid of rejection.
That's a great
One thing
point.
guys say, like, they don't want to be rejected. I'm okay with a female coming up to me. I'm okay with waiting to be approached by a woman.
Yeah, but
It's crazy. That's why they get so mad, but it's the guy's insecurities.
Exactly.
That's why.
Your ego
I'm gonna go
brings
for a number. No, I'm okay.
yeah.
Oh well, you did.
But
You
like-
did. I'm like,
but like-
no.
Right.
You gotta be all right.
Now that you mentioned that though, also like I really appreciate us getting past like toxic masculinity. Men are not supposed to have feelings. All of that. I'm really for this new space we're in. God bless everybody. But I definitely do also feel like men have always been very insecure beings. Like, as anybody, like we all have insecurities. But there are some people who have insecure personalities, who are an insecure person. And a lot of men for years have been hiding behind, over masculinity and things like that, and not addressing the true hurt that they feel. And a lot now of like this whole vulnerability and all of that, there are a lot more men who are just insecure. Like they're insecure about their physical presence, they're insecure about their intellectual capabilities. Like there are a lot of insecure men. And so I think that also affects the hunt. It's like a lot more men are facing the fact that they're insecure.
Right.
But the problem with the old issue when men were insecure was they let it out in different ways. You were still insecure, but then you became controlling. You were still insecure, but then
Toxicness.
like that toxicness.
But you know what else?
Look at DJ Briggs.
Hey, right. Another thing is, before all of the media, you were forced to face certain things. So like it did come out in different ways, but if you knew, like back in the day, you had to get a wife. Like it was just a different time. So you knew, even if you're insecure, I still gotta go out because that's the expectation. Now the expectations in the world have
They
changed.
don't want a wife, they want a career.
They want a career and they want a life partner.
And they want image. Like it's not just about a life anymore for this generation. It's about an image. Like you could be the unhappiest person, you could be the brokest person, but if it look good on your Instagram,
The pretend world.
like as long as it
Fantasy
all
world.
comes up together and it looks good in a package, like some people are really satisfied with that.
That's
And
true.
I mean, me personally, like I spend a lot of time by myself, probably because one, I live by myself and most of my family lives in New York. So it's like really just my friends out here, and I can't live with myself if I'm not happy with myself. Like I would be a suicidal person if I had to spend so much time by myself and I didn't like myself. And so like for me, it makes no
facts.
sense to be unhappy in real life and look glamorous online. It makes no sense.
They digging
But
the
say
roots
that
in
again.
this
If you
joint.
didn't like yourself, say that
If
again.
I didn't like myself and I had to spend as much time with myself as I do, like I would be on the verge of like I'm over with this life.
And that brings up a very good point, because it is a lot of people, and you wonder, like, for example, it was that really famous lady, cute shoes and everything, and when she killed herself, everybody was so surprised. Everybody was so surprised. I don't want to say the wrong name because I always get their names confused, so I don't want to kill somebody off.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is
I have no clue. I
Can't,
I get
I don't
those.
know which one it was.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna say it.
Some
but
lady.
yes, it was a lady. She was very famous, and she wrote a letter to her daughter before she killed herself. Like telling her daughter, like, it's not your fault and blah blah blah. But you were always unhappy. But then you brought people into this unhappiness. You need to get to know yourself first. And I
Thank
think
you. We
once
always
you get
preach
to
that.
know
Always
yourself,
preach that.
then
The root
things
core.
can change for you. Then you'll build the confidence. Then you'll be strong for everybody else that you
But
attract.
you can't even know what you love about yourself.
I know they
If you
got.
don't, you can't even know what you love about yourself if you don't know yourself. Like that's one thing with my ex when he was like going on this whole self-discovery journey. What he realized was first he realized I'm insecure and I'm unhappy, and then he was like, I need to learn how to practice self-love.
Oh.
And then it was like, what
see
do I
that.
even love about myself? And then it was like, I don't even like myself, let alone love myself. And like, you really gotta get to know yourself and know what is not going to change so that you can love that part of you.
Yes.
Like, because there's some stuff that you cannot journey yourself away from. It's just a part of who you are. Like, and if you do, you're probably going to be even more unhappy because you can't fit into the mold of what you aren't. And like, I'm still on my journey, but for me, it's just been a journey of like, even though that's something that I'm not that proud of or that I don't like that much about myself, I have to take it and I have to accept it and I have to love it because it's me. And if I don't like that part of myself, then I don't like me.
And sometimes if you don't like
Swivvy,
it,
cuz.
I'm sorry.
Swivvy.
If you don't like it to that extent, depending on what it is, like just do something different. Like you don't necessarily change yourself, just do something different. See if you like something different. Like for example, I can be a homebody. People might not know that because
Welcome
I'm
back,
always,
Pudge.
But you know what I'm saying?
back,
Like
we back.
if I never tried to stay home, I would never know that I like it. Then I would have to deal with the pressures of everybody else and expectations. But when I'm at home, it's just me. I'm chilling. I like that. So how about try different things to see what you like? Like do different things. Cause maybe you might not be able to fully change it, but you can adjust. You know what I mean? Like adjust some things. Cause
Chad said, "Let me see
No,
that."
back to the question about what happened to the hunt. What
Yeah.
about the guys who don't know how to pursue or don't know how to hunt?
Yeah, I ain't know how to hunt
So
until that
what-
one time.
I don't know. What about those guys?
most important.
Do you ease up
Yeah, oh,
because of that?
you
When you
talking
that comes. Yeah, that comes to that. I like that tech. That compromising.
But
It's
when you
awesome.
notice it, do you ease
awesome.
up? Like, can you be the friend at the time? to say-
Don't look looking towards.
Can you be the friend at the time to
Oh.
be understanding?
confession word.
Because if they were never taught,
But you know
Yeah.
that goes both. That goes a lot of ways, right?
Yeah.
And then we have to start thinking about changing culture in
Yes.
general.
being
Because like a lot of women don't know how to submit, and so then is that man going to be patient in learning how to wait for her? And what happens when you have a man who doesn't know how to hunt and a woman who doesn't know how to submit
Oh, shoot.
at the same time?
Jeez.
Like,
Good. Thank
you
you,
know,
lawyer.
I definitely think that we do have to show compassion to each other. But I was having a conversation with my brother last night about his whole situation. And, you know, I was saying in life, whether it's a friend, it's a love partner, it's your parents, like, you really gotta accept that when you see a continuous behavior in somebody, that's probably a part of their character. And then when it's a part of their character, you have two choices. Either I'm gonna leave you as you are because that's my boundary, I can't deal with it. Like, you know, I respect you for who you are. I just can't deal with it. Or you can learn to love them for exactly who they are. And learn to let it go and take it as not something that's personal. Because like you said, there are some
Unconditional.
men. Yeah, there are some men who, if you really get to know their story and their situation, you'll see, oh, he didn't have any male figures in his life. Oh, nobody ever told him like this is how you pursue a woman. Nobody ever told him this is how you talk to him and such. But if he's not interested in changing,
Thank you.
Both parties gotta be willing.
Yeah, thank you.
But that brings me to your story, right? Because you said that you didn't. But when you saw something you really liked, and this is what I'm saying when it comes to men. Men know I'm not making any excuses for no man, because when they know what they want, they do whatever they need to do to get exactly what they want. You didn't have to, not to throw you out there, you didn't have to
You
go
already
after,
threw me. I'm in the street. You know what I'm saying? No shoes or nothing on.
You didn't have to go after people. You had older women who liked you when you were on the school
Yo,
bus.
she telling way too much on this thing.
You didn't really have to pursue.
No, I didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, not to throw you, like, push you in there.
Man, I'm in the street.
Like,
Shit, not to
but
throw me out.
once you saw your wife, like, I like her. Like you said, you pepped yourself up. Like you didn't
I had
really
to
do
gas
this.
myself.
I'm not used to this. Let me step into something that I'm not used to, because this is something I like and this is something I really think this. You know what I'm saying?
Made up my mind. Yeah.
You made up your mind, and that's why I can't. It's just certain things I'm not budging on. Like, I'm not making excuses for a man. Now, if you actually come to me, try to pursue me and things like that, then maybe I can make an excuse. Like, I can make an excuse if you don't open up the door. Maybe we can have a conversation. I can make an excuse if you don't know how to properly communicate about how you feel. I can make those excuses. But when it comes to the initial pursuit, it tells me a lot about where our relationship is going to go. Like, men find ways, and that's point blank, period. Do I sound angry? I hope I
Guys,
Of course.
how do you guys handle women hunting you?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Now, and I'm gonna get you with
Marriage or out of
that.
marriage?
Even
Well, in your singleness.
in the singleness. Taz trying to get a shot on this
you made
thing.
it clear.
No, but what that did tell to us, you know, me and P, dog, we the tag team champions of the world, and not talking about that. I mean, you know what I mean? We're not going triple X out this thing. I'm just talking about, you know, double dates, just going into different situations with stuff like that. But with woman's pursuit, I could tell you a lot about it. If a woman's pursuing me, I know I already got the upper hand.
Yep.
Because, and we say this all the time, when she's pursuing me, the first thing she offers me is what I'm gonna take
Set
you for
the
the
tone.
rest of the ride.
Yep.
So if you offer me cheeks, I'm gonna just smash you all day. We're not going on dates. Oh, how come we never can go on dates? You
Yep.
treat me like, no, you put that on my plate.
Right.
That's what I'm taking you for. If you offer me money, that's the first thing.
Yep.
You're gonna be my cash bank.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? You offer me rides to work, that's all you're gonna be to me. And that's just,
Uber before
that's
Uber.
just it. But if
Yeah.
it,
You never see them as a wife.
never, because you offer, if you offer everything else but yourself, that's what I'm gonna take you for. And it's a lot of guys out here. You're offering, oh, here's the gift. You know what I mean?
Right.
Here, you trying to buy me? All right, cool. Let's go on that ride. But a woman who comes, but still, and with that, if she's hunting and still comes with herself, I still think I could be manipulative. Because you're still coming to me, you're still coming to my house. But even
out of
if you
order.
it's out of order. Even if you do offer yourself, my manipulation tactics are gonna go because, oh, you come to me, cool. You're coming to my playground.
You were a piece of crap.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everything's changed and all that. But yeah, the first thing you offer a man besides yourself, but he has to hunt you, like we're saying.
real.
Let's find line. Anything you offer a man, that's why so many problems.
toast, absolutely.
We'll never go on dates and all that.
So like I hear a lot of times like women will get frustrated because they're not getting what they thought they wanted after pursuing a man, and their first go-to is, I did this for you,
Yep,
I did that for you, I did X for you, I
That's
did
what
Y
we
for you,
saying.
and then they be like, I never asked you to.
Thank you. And that's what we're talking about. Go ahead, Pudge, break them down too. Oh, my fault.
But real quick, until this day, I thought my brothers were so amazing.
Oh, shut up, Candace.
I never thought this.
Can you let Pudge
You
answer
learned
the
everything
question?
on Pen and Pad.
Tashi
No,
asked.
that was a great question T asked.
Answer, Pudge.
This name of this episode is The Hunt, right?
Right.
So if I'm out hunting, right, in the actual world,
Oh shoot.
and I go out to hunt, and the thing that I'm going to hunt for the village is coming to me.
Oh shoot.
Now that kills my drive. I'm not going to appreciate that hunt as much. So it coincided with what you were saying. Like,
Like you didn't earn it.
I didn't earn it, so it's easy.
Big poet.
It's easy. So it's like, yeah, we going out to hunt. Good morning. Y'all ready? You go out there.
I never
Got
thought of it like
got
that.
my bow and arrow, whatever, spear, whatever.
And they done shot you.
And they jumped in my lap like, eat me. Like,
Hey, yo, no triple X in this, John.
But
you
when
said eat me. I
when
don't
you
eat you.
think- When you think of it that way, when does the prey ever go? You know what I mean?
But then also think about the disposition that it puts that thing in, or that person or that animal in, when your prey begins to prey you.
Oh shoot.
That's scary.
Where's this going? They going to outer space.
Exactly.
And then it's like you don't
out
even
of
know
order.
that it's out of order. You don't know the steps to take because it's like, wait. The way my mind was programmed to work, like I never thought that this reindeer would like come and try to bite my neck as a lion. Like, you know, like it's ridiculous.
Bambi like,
And I feel like that's what kills the hunt a lot too. Cause like, bro, it's not that it might be a man who's fit, ready to hunt. You know what I mean? He's been training to hunt, but if it becomes that easy, you're not exercising that.
Yeah.
the only way in the animal
saying?
can
So-
you become an easy target if you're wounded. You come near the predator.
Ooh, nice. There you
you're
go.
wounded, you're hurt.
Extended metaphor.
You're a baby.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know no
Yep.
better. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So a lot
You ain't
of
even
people's
know that was-
mental growth. You ain't even know you was in it, and you leave that predatory scent on you, didn't it?
Uh-huh.
You know, they sniffing you out, ready to get you. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
yeah,
So it's like,
I
why
like
hunt
these
if I don't have
metaphors.
to?
Shit.
Like, now that's good.
Y'all taking us to a whole
I
nother
like that.
place.
Great
I got a
questions.
question now. Last question.
Last question.
Now,
cuz.
how do you deal with women who try to pursue you now that you're married? How do you reject those?
Yeah,
I'll let you go first.
honestly now on the street, like where we talking? Like how do they? Which angle?
You could say on the street because I doubt any of your friends tried to do it. If they did, let me know.
Yeah. On the street, if they say, "Yo, what's going on?" Oh, I'm rude. I'm just, I got a blank face. I'm dipping, or I'll just be like, "Oh, hey, hi, yo, so what's?" No, I'm cool. Like,
Yeah, you don't even
married.
engage.
Yeah, it's like
That's good. That's loyalty.
it's annoying, man.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
you know, and first of all, that's just disrespectful because it's like
Yeah.
I don't. As a single woman, the first thing that I look when I see when I meet a new man that I've never met before
Mm-hmm.
is I look at his hand.
She does.
And-
I know.
And if you have a ring on your hand and then you go so far as to continue, I'll pop you in your forehead.
Pop him in the forehead.
Please.
No, for real. What about you, Pudge?
Same thing. If I
Pudge,
can
Pudge ain't gonna say a word.
Not at all.
if I can feel that it's that type of vibe, immediate, like I'm not gonna entertain it. Just put it that way. I'm
now
not gonna
what
entertain
would
it.
you do?
Swivel.
I'm sorry. What would you do? Because I heard this question yesterday. If
I
the
wanna hear that.
vibe changes, was that from y'all? What would you do if the vibe changes? Like you're actually cool, you're actually friends, but then one day you feel
along
it
the line.
change. Like something ain't right.
You gotta chop. You
Yeah.
gotta chop immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
But
then.
but what if they do work with you and you have that relationship?
It's
what I'm
harder.
saying? It's harder, but you still gotta
Yep.
chop. Just strictly business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like we said
Respect,
yesterday, if you know the vibe change and you are well aware, you become accountable.
There you
Therefore,
go. That
you are
accountability.
guilty.
Yeah.
And you will fall into the sunken place.
You set
know what I'm
yourself
saying?
up.
Slippery slope, baby.
Slippery slope.
Sheesh.
We don't want to slip into that slope. you know what
I love this episode of The Hunt. So what we want to do, you know what I mean, ladies, we want you to speak things into existence, okay? So now I want you to speak to your husband. He's somewhere out there. He may be working on a car, eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich. He may be playing.
Don't be scared of the swivel now,
You know what I'm saying? He may be in New York.
Now,
Think about
Make
this.
a cheesecake.
A
Speak.
Chick-fil-A sandwich today.
Go speak to your husband. What
Then
do
I
you
don't
want to
him
say?
Because that means that's a day old Chick-fil-A
What
sandwich.
talk to your husband right now. Talk to your
And
husband.
as y'all answer that question too, one thing, based on what y'all said earlier, as far as y'all don't feel like a woman can lead, you know what I'm saying, like the man that's not necessarily know God. How do you feel about that reverse? Like a man that knows God, a woman that doesn't know God, can he lead it? along with answering that.
Oh. Speak to your husband. What do you have to say? Who's going first, Candace?
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead, Bree.
Who talking to their husband first?
Because you know we like to get all the perspectives.
Oh,
so
now,
y'all
now,
get one
look, hey,
and I
bro,
want to
now,
hear.
now they all nervous and
They
everything.
scared of
Look,
swivel
like,
now.
he's out there. Oh,
Right
God.
thing.
Help me.
That is scary. That is scary because you really you conceive things in your mind sometimes, and you really think that you think you know what you want.
Ooh.
And what's worse than never getting what you ever wanted is getting exactly what you wanted and not doing the right thing with it.
Oh.
That is a heavy burden to bear. Like to know that, because a lot of we lack accountability in this culture, and everybody wants to point fingers and blame this person. You did this to me. You're the reason I messed up. My mother did this. My father. But when it's your fault and you can't blame anybody else, that will eat you up. That will eat you up. But
Hey, what you gonna say to your baby boy, to your future husband? What you gonna say? He listen
first
now.
of all, you out of pocket because you took too long. I was out here struggling in these streets. Almost married the wrong person.
Sheesh.
You out of pocket.
Right at you too.
But I love you, and I'm thankful for you.
Hey.
And I feel like you are a manifestation
Dope.
of my wildest dreams.
Oh, that was sweet.
That did.
I feel like I'm at the wedding right now.
Wedding. No, I really do. I sit and I really, I have to affirm to myself that what I want, I deserve. And that's an affirmation that I tell myself. You deserve what you want. You deserve what you want. And so I'm thankful that you came into my life, future bae.
Hey.
Hey,
Because
future bae.
I deserve you.
Hashtag
And
future
you
bae.
deserve me. And we are the perfect alignment for each other.
Oh, you heard that, Briggs hubby. Come on.
Where the tissues, bro?
I don't know. I'm about to use the paper from out the pad.
There you go.
Ashy.
It might not be as sweet as Briggs' message, but future husband, know that I am praying for you every day. I'm praying for your strength, your health. In my mind, I'm praying with you.
Yeah.
I know you somewhere eating grass. Gonna be my little vegan.
Vegan bag.
But just know, on my end, I'm gonna make sure I'm doing my part to have all the things that you want when we get married. Bye.
Why she said me get married?
Talk to your hubs.
So I'm sorry that I had 3 cats by the time you came because
cats?
I expected to be a cat lady. It's like, no, I did a little bit. But husband, thank you for your patience. Thank you for finding me. Even though I thought, maybe it was taking a little long, but it just so happened that you came at the right time. Thank you for being dependable. Thank you for being God-fearing. Thank you for being involved in my life, in my family's life, in your family's life. I could go on and on, hubby. But thank you for supporting my dreams and aspirations. And thank you for letting me do the same for you. Thank you for being there for me all the time. And if you aren't, trust me, I'll find you.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, the only way, what they say, the only way out of this marriage is in a box.
All right, now you going, okay, Rihanna, Phyllis Hyman, and
that was
Keisha
in a movie.
Cole,
That was in a movie.
all in one.
Till death do us
that's
part,
love.
huh?
That was sweet, man. You really get to know yourself. What's up,
Sorry.
Tash?
And from us all, thank you for allowing God to use you.
Oh, now she really trying to make us crawl. But that was awesome. Talking about the hunt from, Briggs' perspective, Tashy, Candy,
All three of y'all.
All 3 of them respect us. Put respect on their name. But you know how we ended, P.
Scenarios. Here we go.
Scenarios, here we go. All right. So it's just a little fun little segment. We're just gonna ask you the most random question, and we just want to see your response.
Why are you turning my microphone?
Mike's getting hot again.
So,
Swivel.
okay, say if you 3, okay, y'all booked a vacation to
We did though.
A
We got
vacation with us is like
We
one
tried.
of my worst nightmares.
Oh Lord! So we already starting off good. You know what I'm saying? So you booked one to Bora Bora.
Hey,
I like
Okay.
Bora now,
Bora
y'all.
Bora. Okay, y'all got
Don't
everything
have
packed.
piranhas in their water, right?
You are a piranha. But anyway, y'all booked y'all trip. Y'all packed and ready to go. Then all of a sudden, you find yourself in a Home Alone type scenario where you forgot to set your alarms. Right? So you wake up, we're late again. You know what I'm saying? Y'all start getting dressed, blah, blah, blah. Listen, now your plane leaves in 45 minutes. You're at your house.
I'm at home.
You're at home. Your plane leaves in 45. You have 45 minutes to get to the thing. So you're like, oh, y'all all right. Y'all get your bags. You call Uber or whatever. And you step outside and you see 3 real life unicorns that are talking to you and say, yo, we could take you where you need to go in 3 minutes. Are y'all hopping on that unicorn to get to the airport or waiting for your Uber?
Absolutely.
Well,
No question.
They said,
you gonna hop on the unicorn to get to the airport?
Honestly, wherever the unicorns are taking me is better than Bora Bora. So I'm going with the unicorns.
Oh,
What if the unicorn sound like 50 Cent? What you gonna hop on the?
I mean, I'm from Queens, so
that's against the unicorn.
we going.
Oh my God.
Briggs says yes, she's hopping on the unicorn.
the
Tashi,
unicorn
what you
said
doing?
many trips.
Unicorn or Uber?
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Yeah. The Uber may drive too slow. I might catch a case yelling at him.
No traffic.
The Uber driver.
Yo,
No
that's so funny.
But what if your unicorn get hit by an airplane?
We hope not.
Yo.
Thinking of the word. You gonna hop on the
Only 'cause
unicorn,
you know
Ken?
how many birds die when the airplanes fly? Yo, didn't.
You gonna hop on the unicorn to get to the airport?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
2
the one-
minutes.
The one with Skittles. You know they got the unicorns with Skittles? Yeah, I want that one.
Okay, of course, she might eat the unicorn on this thing. No, that's love. That's another scenario.
determined to get the Bora Bora.
Save Sisters, man. Another great episode of Pen and Pad Podcast. We come on
Shit,
every
shit.
Friday
Great.
at 7 a.m.
It was great.
Audio. The video comes out 7 p.m. You know, we that's our work shifts, baby. Listen,
7.
Save Sisters, man. They go live
them out.
as well. Check them out. Go to the page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? But it was another great episode. We appreciate y'all. We're on all platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts,
Yes, sir.
iTunes,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes,
YouTube.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? Your mom too. You know, don't matter. Hey, yo, but no, that's another great episode. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Au revoir.
That was good.
This has been another great episode of
Pen and Pad Podcast.
where we always encourage you to make the right choice.
Spend your time wisely, and most importantly,
Take notes on life.